So every morning I do coconut oil pulling, and if you don't know what that is, basically you just take a tablespoon of coconut oil and you swish it through your teeth for 10 to 20 minutes. And this is really good for naturally whitening your teeth and also getting rid of any bacteria that might have been in your mouth. Next, I always have a tablespoon of blackstrap molasses before breakfast. This is really good because it's full of calcium, iron, vitamin B6, magnesium, and it also tastes pretty freaking awesome as well. Alright, moving on to breakfast, and today I'm making a smoothie. Actually, I always make smoothies. I love having smoothies for breakfast because they're just so hydrating and they really just give you a lot of energy for the day. And today my smoothie's gonna have baby spinach, frozen strawberries, almond milk, cocoa powder, hemp hearts, medjool dates, some blueberries, some mint, and some bananas as well. And there's me pouring water into the blender. I like to have about a cup, maybe 2 cups of water, and also about a cup of almond milk in my smoothies. I also like adding some dates in there because they make it taste amazing and sweet. And I also add a crap load of spinach in there because it's just so good for you. And it takes up like my entire blender. And I always add bananas, usually 2 to 4, depending how hungry I am. Today I think I added about 3. And ooh, hemp hearts. These are so good for you. Full of zinc, full of protein, healthy omega 3s, and they're just so good. I love them. And I'm also adding some raw cocoa powder, which gives it a nice chocolatey taste, which is pretty awesome. Ooh, and some frozen strawberries as well, and a bit of mint. Ooh, and some cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I put it on pretty much everything. Alright, so I'm gonna blend it for about a minute, and I know the color doesn't look that good, but I promise you it tastes like chocolate milk. Like I could have this every day of my life. Adding a bit of granola in there as well, a few blueberries, and that's it. Alright, so after my workout I was pretty hungry, so I always like to have a scoop of this Vega protein powder with a bit of water, and Vega's really good. It's a bit expensive, but it's a really good protein powder and I definitely recommend it. It's GMO free, which I'm all for, and it just tastes really good. So I take some coconut sugar, some peppermint flavor, and the Vega, and then I mix that all with about 500 milliliters of water, stir it, add some ice, put the lid on, and good to go. Then after my Vega, I had a huge plate of fruit. This was just what I filmed because I took the photo for Instagram, but I probably had like 5 plates of this, and it was really good. And what I had was some grapes, some blueberries, kiwis, bananas, oranges, and some strawberries. And it was so colorful and so delicious, and I really enjoyed it. Alright, dinner was so good. It was this vegan lentil curry, and all you're gonna need is some garlic, some ginger, some curry spices, some coconut milk, some coconut oil, diced tomatoes, red chili flakes, cayenne pepper, 2 onions, some red lentils, green lentils, pasta sauce, some basmati rice, and some spinach. So right now I am pouring in about 3 cups of rice into a pot, and you always want to make sure you wash your rice. Seriously, it's so important. And after I wash my rice, basically however many cups you put for rice, you do double for water. So I'm putting in 6 cups of water. And while the rice is cooking, I cut up my onions. And I'm actually wearing sunglasses right now. I always do whenever I cut onions. It just sort of prevents me from crying, I guess. And because whenever I cut onions, I cry and I just can't see, and it's so annoying. So I do this trick and it actually really works. So I recommend you try it out. So after you cut up your onions and put them on a plate, and then I'm taking my ginger grater thingy and I'm grating about 2 tablespoons of ginger. Then I get out my pot, light it up, and pour in my onions, ginger, garlic, coconut oil, and the pasta sauce. I'm also adding in my spices here. You can use whatever spices you like. I just used what I had on hand. And I put in about 1 tablespoon of each curry powder. So yeah, this is a pretty big recipe, so it's not that much curry powder. And I'm also adding some chili flakes in there. I kind of accidentally dumped a lot more than I actually wanted to, but oh well. And then I'm mixing it into a paste. And while I'm doing that, wash your lentils, fill them with water, rinse them, and let them soak for about 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes is up, pour in your diced tomatoes, and I blended them because I'm lazy. Throw in your lentils. Throw in 4 cups of water, another 4 cups of water, coconut milk, more milk, and a bit of vegetable broth, because I'm fancy. And bring that to a boil, and once it boils, turn it down low, simmer for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, come back to your pot and get out your spinach. And you can put in as much as you like. I try and get in as much spinach as I can during the day because it's really good for you. And putting it in curry is a great way to disguise that spinachy flavor that not everyone likes. Alright, so now it's ready to serve, and this was so good. It literally took me like an hour to make the whole thing, and it was quick, it was fast, cheap, easy, and it was really good. And all my family liked it, and it made enough for 2 nights plus lunch the next day. So definitely a cheap and great way to get in healthy food. Garnish it with some coriander, and that is the finished product. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope to have a lot more updated in the future, but until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye!